Welcome to my first video on a new co-op series with me, SealyEG and MrSealyP. Hey
Welcome,
guys, I
one and
know
all,
MrSealyP is
to
talking
a
right
new
now,
Let's
and I'm
Play.
sorry for
And
interrupting
as
that,
you've
but
probably
I
already
wanted to
guessed
come on
from the
and
thumbnail,
apologise for my
we have a
mic
special
being
guest.
really quiet throughout the video. I
And there's
don't know
all
what's
sorts of cool
going
stuff
on.
going to
We
happen
are
as
going to
well.
work on that, so hopefully by
We are
next
on
video it should
HOLLANDSCHEVELD.
be back to normal and I
We
should
were
be
going to do
louder.
SealyBait and we decided
But
not
yeah, I
to,
also
but
wanted to
I'm
come on and
joined
just welcome you
by the
guys to
myth,
the
the
channel. Thank you for
legend, the
being here, I do
enigma.
really appreciate it. I hope you
That
enjoy
is
the video and
SealyEG.
all the videos to come in the
Welcome,
future.
SealyEG. How are you?
But please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't
You're
forget to go
starting
hit
to
that
look
like button to let
fantastic.
me know that you've
That's
enjoyed the
awesome.
video.
Now,
And
it's been a long time
let's
since we've
just
done a
go on
co-op
with the rest of the video. I
video. We
hope you
were doing
enjoy it,
Meadow
and
Grove and we
I'll see you for the
decided
next
to
one.
start a new Let's Play entirely, a co-op Let's Play. We're going to talk through this episode, we're going to talk about our setup, how we've gone about it, where the Let's Play is going to be going. SealyEG is going to have a look around her farm setup. Actually, what I might do is come over to you.
Yeah.
And then we'll look around both. That's where the best bet. So while I'm doing this intro bit, I'm going to drive over. Now, we are on SealyEG's multiplayer server, her map, because we've also got some really good news. I say we've got some really good news. She's got some really good news, which you might want to tell people about now, SealyEG.
A few weeks ago, Lars from Giant Software got in contact with my dad, but it was really about me.
He didn't want to talk to me at all.
Yeah, basically just saying that he was wondering if maybe I could start getting involved with some of the stuff that maybe my dad's doing, and try kind of being like a face for the farming simulator in a way, as like a teenager but also a girl playing the game, which you don't see a lot. So I'm starting up my channel to kind of hopefully get there one day, because obviously that'll be an amazing experience to have.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No,
so
something we talked about a while ago, didn't we? SealyEG was talking about starting her own channel. And I know loads of you out there asked, has she started a channel, when she's starting it? There are loads of people I know already out there that want to subscribe to your channel, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, this first episode, like I say, is going to be probably a little bit different to how we're hoping to move forward with it, because in the past we did our farm visits videos. We did videos together on FS15 when you first started kind of coming on and playing with me. And then we did the Meadow Grove thing, which was more of a co-op rather than my daughter just joining me. Now this is more of a collab than a co-op, I suppose, in so much as because SealyEG's now got her own channel and it is now live, she's now YouTubing in her own right. So this Let's Play is going to be looking at this map from two different aspects. So there'll be my gameplay side of it and her gameplay side of it. So it's going to be hopefully something a little bit different that I certainly haven't done before. We're also going to talk about the setup. As you can see, top right hand corner, we've got seasons on as well, because there's a few things we're going to be doing. I'm already thinking we've probably bitten off more than we can chew.
yes.
But, yeah, but we can have a go. So what will happen as we progress, and I know for a fact, and she won't mind me saying this, she's incredibly nervous. And I get that, because she's always been on a video with me, and I've always been the kind of lead person on that video because it's my channel and the rest of it. But now she's got her own channel and she's very nervous because it's her own content as well she's going to be putting up. So what we'll do is walk around your farm, explain to us what you've got. That was that auto save.
My
might have been. It just came up game pause.
Died.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so we'll have a quick chat about. We'll walk around the farm. We'll have a look at that first. So talk us around your farm, SealyEG.
So my farm is in the bottom right with fields 85 and 86. You got those when you bought it. I can't remember how much it was. 300 and something thousand.
I'm going to have a look actually on mine. So on mine at the moment, we are in the southeast corner, fields 85 and 86, and that cost 372,124.
So this is my farm. Yeah. So on this farm you have a cow pasture and is it sheep pasture? Is that the same thing, or is it like a sheep
it's cows and sheep. You've got both, yeah.
So this is the cows, I believe. Yep, these are the cows. And then in this one around here we have the sheep. I'm starting off with sheep because if we go back to Goldcrest Valley. I love sheep.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh
also,
yes, that's the thing. We're going to get Jeremy over. No, Jeremy's going to make a return. We haven't had Jeremy on a map for a while, so Jeremy is going to be joining us. A few people asked about Jeremy as well, so yeah, we've got a whole load of stuff happening in this one.
So I'm going to be focusing on sheep to begin with, because on your farm you just have a cow pasture, don't you?
I have got dairy. Well, I'm going to be doing dairy.
Yeah.
Now, this is the thing that I want to also mention is we're going to be tackling seasons. Now, I did it on Sussex Farm not long after seasons came out, and I'd done all my research and done all my videos, and I haven't been on seasons since then. So I'm pretty rusty on it, I'll be honest, but I'm going to hopefully try and teach, if I can, SealyEG, because she's never run seasons. She's never done it, so I'm going to try and help her out. Now, what I'm going to ask you guys, a couple of things actually straight off the bat. One, go over and subscribe to SealyEG for me. That'd be absolutely awesome. That way you get both sides of this Let's Play. The link is in the description, because on YouTube, until you've posted 5 videos, you can't search for somebody. It won't appear in a search. So until she's got 5 videos up. Now, her channel is literally brand new. We've literally just set it up. It's all good to go. So the link will be in my description on my video. Go over there using that link, subscribe to SealyEG. That'd be fantastic. Only if you want to watch the content. You don't have to, but that'd be great if you could.
We can have fun too, I promise.
Yeah, watch it from both sides. Now, also, if anyone's got any advice or help or guidance, people want to drop comments on her video for things to do with seasons maybe, or whatever it might be, by all means, now I can't guarantee, and this is what I've said to her, is that how she runs her YouTube channel is entirely up to her. I'm helping her out at the moment with setup and various different sort of templates and things I've got in place of mine, but I know you wanted to talk a little bit, didn't you, about what you want to do with your channel and where your channel is going, don't you?
Should we head over to your farm?
Yeah, we can do. The other thing we want to mention at the moment, we're both just under 100,000. We've got various different equipment. You've got, what have you got?
I have one of my favourite tractors ever. Class. Duh.
She's got a Class Arian.
And then I went for a Fendt, because why not? I think we both went for a small and medium tractor.
We both went for a small and medium. The basic game setup, if you come on this on New Farmer, gives you 4 Fendt tractors and a whole load of gear. So because we came on obviously multiplayer, which is Farm Manager, we decided we'd go for a small and a medium each and a few bits of equipment. But we haven't got very much, have we?
That's something else we haven't said. We're not using any mods. We're using the DLC packs, but we're not using any mods whatsoever. Unless we come across one that we really need, then obviously we will add it in. But right now we're not using any mods at all. so we noticed how hard it was when we were...
Yeah, so that was the other thing we're going to look at is showing people that are new to the game, maybe. You might not be, but if you're new to the game as well, and I've got a lot of new subscribers recently after the game was free on PlayStation Plus, I think it was, and elsewhere. A few places it was free. So what we're going to do is start off on this Let's Play. Everything we've got so far is all base game stuff plus DLCs. We haven't got anything else modded yet, apart from Seasons, obviously, which is a mod.
Missing a bit of equipment.
What?
There was a tedder right here.
That's...
And now it's not.
Oh yeah, you did
here.
have one, didn't you?
We have a
That's
windrower,
weird.
a tedder, I got a fertilizer, and then we have a trailer, but my tedder's gone. Huh? Okay, let me have a look at my...
It never goes smoothly. You know the rule when you watch one of my videos, no plan survives contact with MrSealyP. Unfortunately, I could bring that curse with me to SealyEG. She's not going to thank me for that. But yeah, so we're going to try starting off with...
brought one.
That's weird. With no mods. But what we're also then going to do is, if we do introduce mods, and there are going to be certain things I know both of us have already said we've missed and that we know we're going to need, I'm going to grab my tractor. What we'll do, because the store's over by my farm, we'll head over and we'll have a look at mine, yeah?
Yes, let's do that.
Cool. So what I'll do is I'll back out and I'll keep going, because she doesn't have auto engine start off. She has it on. Drives me mad.
Whoa.
So yeah, so if and when... So you can go. You lead if you want. Go across Spot Road. Oh, okay. So what we're going to do is, if and when we introduce any mods, we will talk about that mod and why we're using it, what reason. So in essence as well, during this Let's Play, there's going to be a bit of kind of a top mods, not top mods. What's the best way of putting it, do you reckon?
It's kind of like our favourite mods, like we kind of must have, you know?
Must have
We're
mods, most
so
used.
much
Yeah.
that we need
I think there's a big difference between favourite mods and top mods. And the thing you've got to bear in mind as well is everybody's list is going to be different. This is just from our perspective. So mods that, generally speaking, when I'm playing a Let's Play, I can't be without, they're going to be the ones you're going to see introduced first. Because we're going to realise very quickly, oh, we really need this, or we really need that, or, you know, things that are going to smooth your gameplay along, things that are going to help out. So, yeah, we're going to be tackling a whole load of stuff. You know, we're going to be having a go at building our farms up. Neither of us have got animals yet. I've got my farm and one field. Now my farm is able to do cows and it will do sheep, but obviously there's a myriad of various different options now with seasons on, so we're going to, yeah, we'll see how we go. It may be that we've gone too far with it, trying to do too many things at once, but it doesn't matter. Now the other thing, while we're driving over, you were going to talk a little bit about your channel and what you're going to do and where you're going to go with your channel as a whole, not just Farming Simulator, weren't you?
Yeah, so I'm going to mainly be doing farming because obviously we're in summer now, so we will be able to do a lot of co-op videos, which is great. And I'm going to try and start my own Let's Play in a way. I'm thinking maybe Sandy Bay, but I know it's not technically a modded map, but Gold Crest Valley I always ended up going back to on Farming Simulator 17. It was just kind of like my favourite one, so I might do that one. I'm still kind of deciding, but obviously I am going to try and play other games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, maybe Gran Turismo every now and then, do it with maybe like some of my cousins, friends, you know. But obviously when I do play farming, it won't be I think for now it might be similar to MrSealyP's content, because obviously I'm kind of his apprentice at the moment, you know. So they might be similar, but over the next few weeks and few months I'm kind of finding my own way and my own style, you know. So it won't be the exact same. It's going to be me as a teenager just playing the game and just chatting rubbish most of the time. But yeah, that's the plan for me. But yeah.
Yeah, so I think one thing I've always done with my children generally, but what we were talking about yesterday, we were doing a bit of prep work to set things up, and I said that I will always have helped my kids with anything they want to know, want to learn, you know. But once I've shown them, and it's kind of, they need to learn to stand on their own 2 feet. They need to then, you know, you live or die by your decisions at that point. So like I said to her, is her channel is her channel. She can run it however she wants to run it. I will always be here if she needs my help, my advice, my guidance. I know there's lots of other people out there that are all more than happy to help. But she needs to find her own style, her own kind of way of doing things. Now, the way she normally plays a Let's Play is way, way, way different to how I normally do. Yeah. Because you like to, you know, you'll put money in your government subsidy, you'll get money in, you'll buy all the equipment you want to buy, you'll play like that, because you like more the playing and using the equipment and things like
rather
that.
Rather than building up to
yeah,
things.
Whereas me, I'll do a kind of start from scratch and build up, and I'll set myself a challenge to aim for. So there will be some elements of that, and I'm pretty sure her style will adjust and change over time. So you're going to see different content. The other thing I was going to say was, on this Let's Play, because we're on her multiplayer server, we're on her map, anything that gets done off screen, so off camera work, behind the scenes stuff, if we're setting things up between videos, I won't be recording that, but she will.
I will be.
So what she's intending to do is, on her channel, there are going to be extra videos which are going to be kind of behind the scenes, prep work, setting up, that kind of thing.
We can do the next.
Yeah. So if any of you are watching my Let's Play on here and our co-op videos, I would still urge you, jump over to her channel and watch hers too, because there are going to be ones mixed in with all of that that maybe when I do my next one with her will explain how we've got to where we've got to. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does that make sense? Yeah, cool.
I think so. It does.
So yeah, my farm. So I've got the dairy farm. I've got the voucher, as you've already seen. That was an N, was it? No, it wasn't an S, was it? See, I went for. Oh, this is the thing. Did I mention this before? I'm
It
trying to think. Or was it
pops,
to
you
you?
know.
It pops. Well, I went for the kind of national. For I say Holland, the Netherlands. Sorry, I went for an orange for the Netherlands, because there's this thing. And I'm going to impart some wisdom, SealyEG. Hold on.
Yay, learning with MrSealyP, everyone.
That I was talking with a subscriber recently. There was a couple of messages went backwards and forwards, and around the world, and in the UK especially, I know growing up in the UK, we've always referred to Holland as Holland, and then in recent years it was the Netherlands. I say crept in, and people would refer to Holland as the Netherlands or Holland, and I made a comment to say it was interchangeable, but it's not, and that's the thing. Holland is made up of different regions, not principalities, but regional areas. Holland is one of those regions. I think there is it 3 or 4? But anyway, Holland is one of those regions. So people just generically called it Holland. It's Holland. But the people that live in the other regions aren't always very happy with that generic term. So I think the term Netherlands is what does the whole thing. But the different regions, what I'm going to do for the next episode, I'm going to do a bit of research, and I'm going to write down. I apologise because I didn't prep it for this one. This just popped into my head of what the other regions are called. So everyone gets a shout out. Everyone from every region across the Netherlands will get a shout out. But anyway, I've gone for, from the new Kverneland Vicon pack, I've got Kverneland mower, triple mower setup. I've got a Joskin Transpace 8000, and I've got, and I love this from my Marwell Manor Let's Play, I've got the little armour track.
I like that.
I loved it. I've also got this subsoiler, because what we're going to hopefully start doing in this episode is we're going to do some ploughing of my field. So what I'm going to do is jump onto my map and show you very quickly that I own field 28 with the farm, so I bought that together. I also bought field 18, which I think has got a little bit of forest next to it too. So field 18 we need to prep. None of the fields have got anything on. Bearing in mind it's seasons. The ground's not frozen, but it's too cold for us to plant anything yet. Now we are going to need, if we're going to do animals, we're going to need loads of grass work, so we're going to have to do hay and straw,
Yes.
hay and grass even. We're going to need to make silage, and we're going to need to have straw. So that field opposite, we are going to put wheat, barley or oats in, so when we come to harvest we're going to have some straw. But we have also discussed that between now and then we're probably going to need to buy some straw in, aren't we?
Yeah,
It depends when we decide to buy our animals, but so we've got our animal pen over here. If you watch my first look, you'll know the water trigger is here. That's not the milk trigger. The mistake I made. I did show it in the video.
Oh, I would have
Water
thought it was the milk.
collection point is here, so we can get our water from here. That basically it comes out of the drainage waterway type things here. Slurry point's there, and then we've got a grass field that runs at the back. So that's my farm in essence. That's kind of us ready to go. What else was I going to say? Oh yes, the other thing is with SealyEG's channel. She doesn't know this yet, but
What?
we talked about we were going to do some Gran Turismo, because we do play Gran Turismo a bit, and we've got a thing coming up soon
Oh, yes.
that we've set up during the whole recent unpleasantness, people being in lockdown and stuff, and we are kind of sort of semi in lockdown. We are and we aren't. And we set up something called Fam Turismo, and I might have mentioned it in one of my videos before. And what we're going to do is do some Gran Turismo racing, but myself, my brother, he's known him from Man Cave Beer Reviews and Man Cave Adventures, and he's now got Graham Makes Stuff, his channel where he does all
Go
sorts of
check
building
that
jobs.
out. That is amazing.
He is amazing. He's
I
an
love
amazing
watching
guy.
that stuff.
Then there's going to be SealyEG. There's going to be my nephew, SealyEG's cousin. Well, Short Sword, isn't he on the thing? But Roman.
Short sword racing.
There's going to be my wife, and a whole load of us are all going to do some online, like some multiplayer Gran Turismo. And what we
Doing
have
it
been
the
doing,
first
yeah,
time.
that's.
After doing that.
Did you not bring the fertilizer spreader with you?
No,
Oh, didn't
I
you?
didn't.
Hang on.
I
Weren't you
didn't.
coming to the store to get your tedder?
That is also a good point as well.
If you go and get your tedder, you can take your tedder back to your farm and then pick up the fertilizer spreader and bring that back. See you in a bit.
You have the brains.
I know.
I don't have the brains.
You have got the brains, don't give me that nonsense.
I've finished school for the year, so
You have. Oh yes, that was the thing. We were talking about the last time we did the co-op. And it was actually last summer. It was last summer we did Meadow Grove, and it was towards the end of the summer holidays. So I'm going to use the subsoiler. I'm using this subsoiler because it's 4 metres wide, and looking at all the plough options, to get up to a 4 metre plough or a 4.9 required a ridiculous amount of horsepower. So I thought, you know what, the better option for me is going to be to use the subsoiler. But the problem with the subsoiler is it still gives you a cultivated state, or a cultivated look, but it will give me a ploughed state. That's right, isn't it? I think that's right. But because this has got stalks in it, I can see very clearly what was and what isn't. I'm not making any sense, but you kind of know what I mean. Now, this is going to take a little while. So the other thing that's going to be different on this Let's Play, and what you found if you've watched any of our other co-ops, is that we play for about an hour normally, because that's what you can upload on PlayStation. We're both playing on PlayStation 4. Is that we play right through. So we'll play whatever we're doing, we'll be chatting, we'll be mucking around, we'll be doing whatever we normally do together. And we don't generally, there's not anything to edit. We don't generally edit things out, we don't do time lapses. It's just an hour of us playing. So in essence, it's kind of like a stream, but recorded.
You can't interact with them.
Yeah, so it's not like a stream where you've got a stream chat, but in essence, it's an hour's run through of us playing the game and us chatting and you know, about various different weird and wonderful things. So what I need to do now is just check. So, like I say, if you're now watching SealyEG's, what did I do wrong there? Oh. There we go. So it is now ploughing.
Something I've just realised is I think traffic's still turned off.
What was it?
I haven't passed a single car.
This has got a fertilising state. Hang on a minute. What is happening? No, when we were on this yesterday,
Yeah.
this field needed ploughing, didn't it?
Said it.
That's not showing up now. It's not saying needs ploughing anymore.
I'll check on my one because your map's the same sounds weird.
I know, I've got them all now. I've got all of the.
Oh.
That's what I was saying on my Stone Valley Let's Play. I didn't have any of the keys. So underneath where it says growth, I didn't have any of that. That's so weird.
That's odd.
So that's now saying cultivated. Okay. Maybe I've got the wrong implement in here. Well, we are going to need to fertilise it. Or maybe we're going to get... Oh no, we can't see this. See, this is my bugbear with the seasons.
I feel like for me, it's so different because I'm so used to buying like everything that you possibly need all at once, but now not even having like we just buy it or
Nope.
like harvest stuff. So this is all so weird to me, but also obviously season 04 is just weird because you know.
Yeah, because you can't get straight into it. We can't do anything. The grass hasn't grown. We can do a bit of fertilising, maybe on some of the grass fields too. So we can't prep any grass stuff. Nothing's grown. We can't plant anything yet. We can prep fields. Maybe what I should have done was got a different cultivator. But again, we've got nothing modded. So this is all just the base game and DLC stuff. So I'm now racking my brains thinking, what am I going to do? This hasn't worked quite how I thought it was going to.
I'm heading back up to the store now to get fertiliser.
That was something we
bring it up beforehand.
No, what we did do in our prep was we bought some boxes of fertiliser. I honestly think one of the first mods that we are going to be looking at getting is going to be some of the various different pallet mods and the big bags.
Yeah.
Because we need options on buying fertiliser and seed and stuff at better rates and better prices. So I think that's going to be one of the first things we look at. I'm also thinking cultivator-wise and plough-wise, there are a couple of mods that are available. I've got nothing wrong with no problem with using the in-game ones, but that I don't understand why that now is saying it doesn't. Definitely did yesterday, or I am absolutely losing my marbles. Don't snigger. So, The other thing we need to kind of encourage, and like I say, I would suggest, or I'm saying, please be nice. Be nice in the comments. What you've got to remember is this is her first channel, first video, first Let's Play. She's played with me before, but it's her first in her own right. And I know what people are likely to say is, bearing in mind you're going to be posting your side of this,
Yeah.
she's a bit nervous about talking in her own right, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not used to it because I'm so used to being on your videos and so you talking to your subscribers and I just kind of like do something stupid every now and then, you know?
So you used to just being my side man.
Yeah, but now
Well,
it's
you're not.
obviously very different to being like my own channel, having
Yeah.
to talk.
So what I'm hoping is over the next few videos is she's going to get a bit more confidence. So while I'm, you know, as I because I am who I am, and I'm used to just playing on my own, and you know, I'm used to addressing my subscribers and my viewers and that kind of thing. I've just got into that habit of that's what I'm doing, you know, and I don't want to find that on her videos all you're going to get if you watch her videos is me talking all the time. So there will be points where on my videos I'm not talking as much as she'll be talking, because she's addressing everybody. I mean, that's the thing about it, I guess, is on these videos we are both addressing everyone that's watching.
Both.
So yeah, so whether it be watching my videos or watching from her side of it, her perspective, we are talking to all of you. It's not like MrSealyP subscribers, SealyEG subscribers, it's subscribers to this Let's Play, really, as well, I guess. So I will reiterate again, the link to SealyEG's channel will be in the description for this. You know, only if you want to, but please jump over and
So does it need first?
show us some love. You know, like we're hoping to get. Oh, that's what I started off saying about the Fam Turismo, and then got sidetracked again, didn't I? So what's going to happen is she wants to do some Gran Turismo videos with her cousin Roman. You've just picked up some, yeah?
Yeah, wait, because crop construction again, never used that before. Very lazy.
You don't have it on normally.
No.
Oh,
Do I need to
okay.
change the tyre size or something?
No, because you're going onto a field that hasn't got any crops in it. You're just putting fertiliser down. I'm assuming it's going to let you.
Which way are we headed?
You're going right and then into the next field over, I think, isn't it? So yeah, so what's going to happen is she's going to do a bit of practicing for when we do the whole family kind of race thing. What I'm going to do is go over with her and we're going to do some racing practice together. But here's the kicker on that one. I'm not going to be posting those videos on my channel.
I am.
I'm going to be going on and I'm going to be playing with her. We're both going to be doing some practice, but she will be posting those videos on her channel. So I won't be posting any Gran Turismo footage of us both playing. She will be. So if you want to watch us both having a bit of a laugh and doing some practice on Gran Turismo, that's going to be on her channel as well. So, right.
What was the one where you can the control where you can change the length again?
If you go into your help window,
Yeah.
and then it should be, is it L1 and triangle changes the width?
Oh yeah. It was right there and I just...
Oh, we have both got the, what are they called? They're not Wopsters anymore, are we? Are they? The handheld. MT9, is it? You might want to come out a bit further, because 45, you see, look like it's set on 45 metres.
Oh, thank you.
You can go right up to 45 metres on that. This thing is brilliant. You can change the width from 24 all the way up to 45 metres. So
Go out one more or...
try it. Just try it like that. You should be right from there. You might overlap a little bit. You've just lowered the whole thing down. Cool. Yep, absolutely fantastic. So we're going to get a fertilising state on this. Now I'm pretty sure if I look in my map, we go to soil composition, that has already got one fertilising state on, so now we're getting a second on. Now bearing in mind with seasons, no, hang on, that's got two on already. What? That's weird. Because you're putting on now, yeah, what you're putting on now is a third. That's the dark blue. So obviously with seasons on as well, SealyEG, pay attention. With seasons on, 3 fertilising states. Without seasons, 2 fertilising states. So anything we do, we're going to need to put 3 fertilising states down. Now the great thing about this map as well, there are farms around where we can go and buy liquid fertiliser and manure. So we'll be able to do muck spreading, we'll be able to do slurry spreading. We won't always be relying on fertiliser, which I think is nice. You can come much, much further over with a 45 metre spread on that. Just keep an eye on it as you go. So yeah, I mean, I say I'm going to get things wrong. I know I am, because I haven't played seasons in a little while. Some of the stuff I remember, some I don't. I know some of these things have had a few updates and upgrades here and there along the way. So I dare say I'm going to make mistakes on this. But this is just Dad playing with his daughter, having fun. We're just supposed to be, you know, she wanted to learn how to use seasons. We wanted to try something a little bit different with starting out with no mods and that kind of thing. And I love this map. This map by Dutchfield is brilliant. It's a really nice map. Cracking map. Really nice and low on the slot count as well. It's not too bad either. So yeah, so what we want to do is hopefully SealyEG will get more kind of chatty as we go.
Strip. Oh. Sorry.
Don't have to apologise.
Got a bit weird and annoying.
So what we probably will do in between times is we may speed through seasons a little bit, bearing in mind, what are we running? We're running 3-day seasons, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we decided to do 3-day seasons. Again, it's one of those situations where we didn't want to do 6s or 9s, because then the seasons can be quite long. Don't forget you can change the width of that spreader. So if you're just doing a really small strip, you don't need to do it on 45 metres, you can put it down 24.
Oh,
It doesn't matter. It's just, I mean, I did it first few times, just didn't get my head around it. Now, what we could do is cultivate this field, and depending on what seeder we buy, we might need to, because it depends whether we get a direct drill or not. Have you got any particular feeling on a type of seeder you want to get?
I haven't thought about it. I didn't know.
I mean, I'm not saying necessarily buy, but I think maybe we might lease to start off with. I mean, what we have also discussed as well is, because we're going to kind of run this joint, whilst we have got separate farms, and what we could have done is done a whole kind of head-to-head, who's better and that kind of thing, but you know, that doesn't help SealyEG learn anything. And is we're going to do this kind of collaboratively. That's the point. So in our finances page, if I go across to my finances on multiplayer, so a lot of the multiplayer stuff I don't do multiplayer very often, so this is all new to me as well. We do have the ability to transfer funds, don't we?
Yes, you
So
do.
if I click on, there we go. So if I click on the SealyEG's, transfer money to farm, and she's also given me contractor access, and I've given her contractor access, so we can both do work on each other's fields without it causing a problem. So what we've decided was, if we're going to buy a seeder that both farms can use, if one of us buys it, then the other one will transfer kind of half the funds.
Yeah.
So we're splitting the cost of it. So we're going to look at different options and how to do that. So what I'll do is, have you got much stuff to do on that?
I've just finished.
Cool. So whilst we can't actually do any seeding, any planting yet, we could actually have a look at our options, couldn't we? You're mumbling again. Remember,
Sorry.
be confident, talk out loud, otherwise people can't hear you. They can't hear on my channel, they can't hear on yours.
Oh, I know why.
Don't worry about talking over me either. If you're doing a job like that and you want to talk to people that are watching your side of things, absolutely explain what you're doing. Don't be afraid to explain, because once you start talking, I'm happy, I'll just clam up.
Oh no, it's just one of my controllers, the controller I'm using that has charge, one of the buttons is broken, so I can zoom out, but I can't zoom back in, so I'm very far out right now.
Well, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Well,
So this is a problem we found. Where have you gone?
Don't really know. I'm here. So.
I'm here. Okay.
Oh, sorry. For my viewers,
Oh,
I know where I am.
So that's very descriptive. Well done. I'm here.
So for next video, I'll have to make sure my other controller is fully charged. I just completely forgot that this controller is broken on that button.
It's a problem we have in our household, isn't it?
Yes.
What happens?
Well, where my PlayStation is, it's kind of like a communal area for the children. So they use my PlayStation, even though we have an extension cable that's really long, meaning you can keep your controller charging all the time, they take it off charge. So the controller that fully works, every button works, is not charged. And so you'll see at the start of the video, I have to change controller. So
That's why we got that game pause come up, because she had to switch over controllers part way through. Right, we are down to, have you got your timer running?
14 minutes and 40 seconds exactly.
Bang on with mine as well. So we've got about 14 minutes left. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at seeder options. So what we'll both do on both of our channels, we'll both go into the menus together and we'll talk about our options and what we can do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Happy to do that?
Where?
So if I click on my, I always get this wrong, paddle.
Seeders.
And we go across to tools and we go to seeders, because we want to do wheat, oats, barley, something along those lines. So we want to get a seeder. Now, we can't go. Oh, actually, we can't go a fair size. I'm thinking maybe one of the new ones from the Covenant pack. I was thinking of getting, and I really do like this one. The oh, that requires 260 horsepower. You're having a giraffe, mate. I haven't got that.
I don't know.
That's a 6 metre, and I really like that, but I haven't got that horsepower.
200 and what did you say? 200
260. What's my voucher got?
240. That's the highest.
Yeah, my voucher's not there either. Mind you, we're on a flat map, aren't we? Do you reckon we'd get away with it?
I think maybe we could.
That's 52 grand. It's a 6 metre wide, so the DF-2 plus NG-S 101 F35.
That's a very, very long name. Yep.
It's a quality name. You've got to be impressed with Covenant and the way they name their machinery. It's it rolls off the tongue. I think it's a really nice name. I like it. And then what we can also get to go with it to help with this.
Or are you
no,
joking?
I'm not being serious. I'm mucking around. Of course, I'm mucking around.
You always do this. Basically, MrSealyP has a thing where we might be shopping or we might just be talking, and then he will do this thing where he will say something so seriously with like a straight face, and because he's my dad, I believe him, and then like he might leave it and never tell me that it's not true, or he'll just suddenly start laughing, and he'll be like, I'm joking, and I'm like, as my dad, I believe every word you say, but yeah, so that was a perfect example. I thought you were being serious because I then started like mouthing it like, how does that roll off the tongue? I was like, that doesn't do it.
That's my job. That's my job as a dad.
To make dad jokes. Can we just talk about your dad jokes in your videos?
Do.
Only because when I've been doing my schoolwork, you make a joke like the other day. What was what was it?
Keep Bay-leaving.
Bay-leaving.
No, don't stop Bay-leaving, wasn't it? I said.
I laughed out loud, and
yeah. I know it's cringy. I know. I'll be honest. I've had quite a few subscribers message me recently asking when we're going to start our Let's Play, which is great. But also, a lot of guys message me saying that they watch my videos with their children. A lot of guys watch my videos with their daughters if they just have a daughter.
Yeah.
And there are various different variations on family situations, so not everyone has daughters. But a lot of guys message me saying they watch with their daughters and they want to play together like we do. What would be your advice, SealyEG, to any young ladies out there that are sitting with their dads who find their dads really cringy and find their dads' jokes really embarrassing? What would you suggest they should do if they're thinking about playing Farming Simulator?
That's a good question. Obviously, with the dad jokes, I love playing with my dad. I think we do have a great relationship, and obviously I'm the favourite of the family, so you know we have to obviously talk about that. But it's fun because you can just play, and you can, as much as farming is serious, and especially with seasons, you need to be very like on it. You can also have fun and muck about, as you've seen on many of our videos. You just need to go for it. But I feel like as well, if you find your dad's jokes cringy, when they stop doing them, you'll notice and you'll miss it, if you know what I mean. Like, you'll realise how much you like the jokes.
That's lovely.
Until they're not there, you know? It's like when you go away or something and you're not there, you don't have dad next to you making jokes and chuckling away to himself. Which another thing I love on your videos, when you make a joke and you laugh to yourself. And then me and obviously Lauren, my sister, we're sitting there at the table and we just laugh because it's funny.
Yeah, my eldest is sitting across the table now. So my eldest and SealyEG have been at the dining room table most of the way through all the lockdown stuff. She's 24 in a few weeks.
Ooh.
24 in
How
August.
24? That's insane.
24. That's terrifying. I feel really old now.
You're not old.
And you turned 17, didn't you? In June.
The big 1-7.
The big one. The big 1-7. So yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. So also for youngsters that are watching this about playing, and like I said, for girls, not solely, but especially any young girls that are watching, about getting on and playing with parents or family members. Do you enjoy doing it, don't you?
Oh yeah, of course I do. I feel like since I was young, we've always played games together. Like it didn't just start as farming. It was anything, just ease yourself into it.
Now that's something I'm going to mention now, and it's for any of you dads out there. You might be a young dad with really young kids. You may be a dad like me. I turned 47 in how many weeks? No, not even just over a week. July the 30th.
I thought it was like start of July, but it's actually like July now.
Yeah,
not that long. It's like a week.
Yeah, July the 30th, I turned 47. So if you're around my age and you've got slightly more grown-up kids, what you will find is playing computer games is great when your kids are little. Because you can beat them. But what I have found, and what you're going to find, is if you jump over and subscribe to SealyEG. Have I mentioned that? To jump over and subscribe to SealyEG? The game she plays now, well, she tried to teach me to play Fortnite. That was an on-starter. I was absolutely horrendous at it.
You tried. I'll give you that. You did try.
That was very patronising, but thank you very much. But what we used to play, now I know before everyone starts getting on my back and starts having a go at me, we used to play Call of Duty, various versions of Call of Duty. And when Emma was very young, I would get on and we'd play split screen stuff, myself and my son and my eldest daughter, and we'd all have a go. Well, SealyEG was desperate to play, and she used to play with me and we'd play a bit of split screen. But she wasn't that good. Because she was little and she didn't understand. So it got to a point where I had to stand still on a map so she could find me and then shoot me. Which, as a dad, it was like, this is cool and it's fun and it's great. As the kids all got a bit older and we would do a bit more multiplayer with my brother as well. So my brother and his family. So we would get on and there'd be me and you, and there'd be my brother and his son, or my brother and one of his daughters. And the same thing, my brother and I would often gang up on the kids, and it would be great sneaking up on them, and
it was great fun, though.
It would be hilarious. Now we've got to a point where, and you will find this if you go over and watch her channel, when she starts doing some videos with her cousin Roman, oh my days. My brother and I, we don't stand a chance anymore. They just annihilate us on everything we do. We go on Call of Duty, Roman's a quickscoper. With a sniper rifle.
I don't know how he does it. He's amazing.
SealyEG is just an absolute animal, and we really struggle to hold our own. To the point now where we don't often play with them, but even on racing games always used to. My brother and I have been playing racing games since PlayStation 1.
You are really good at them, though.
And then SealyEG and Roman come on, and wow, I mean,
I'm only good on VR though, because I'm like there.
SealyEG was amazing. We were doing Brands Hatch while we were on holiday, and we were all taking it in turns on VR. She annihilated our lap times. I mean, myself and my brother, pretty good lap times. Roman went on, pretty good lap time. SealyEG went on and just knocked like 4 or 5 seconds off our lap times. And then we were all desperate to get back on to do better. So you will find as you get older, your kids will get better, and at some point your kids will eclipse you. So when SealyEG said earlier about she's the assistant, the apprentice, it is that Star Wars quote. The apprentice becomes the master. And in a lot of games, I don't stand a prayer against this young lady. She is incredibly good. We are down to our last 5 minutes. I know we've talked a lot. We haven't got much farming done,
This
but this
video
was always
has
about.
been talking, but it's introducing the Let's Play.
This was introducing it, what we're going to be doing, where we're going to be going, what we're looking at. We're going to build the farms up, we're going to get animals, we're going to do all the stuff you can do, hopefully, in seasons. I'm going to hopefully teach SealyEG a little bit about seasons, and we're going to
have fun.
just have fun. We're going to have fun doing it, we're going to chat, we're going to muck about. Now, on Saturday, so we've got the rest of this week, but on Saturday we are going away to the Lake District for a week.
Woo!
Aren't we? We are going with MrSealyP and Farm Dog. SealyEG is coming with us, but the rest of the kids are either working or whatever because they're all a bit more grown up. Now we're hoping to do some vlogs, so we're going to do some vlogging. We're going to do some live camera footage if we find any farming and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
But we're also both going to try, if we can, we're taking our PlayStations away with us. We're going to still try to keep up with this Let's Play. If not, we might knock out some Gran Turismo stuff. We might, I'm not too sure what we're going to do, but we are going to try to keep up with putting out some videos while we're away. That's the plan, isn't it?
Yeah, that is the plan.
That's what we're hoping. Now, the other thing as well is we did a bit of a test record before this, and we were hoping the sound was right with mic levels and things. And I know SealyEG can be quite quiet sometimes anyway because she's a bit nervous, and I keep telling her she needs to raise her voice and be more confident when she speaks.
Yeah, I might be a bit quiet in some of the... Or now,
but,
I don't know. Let me know.
When you look in the chat, if you go into the chat, if you go into the comments, if a few people have put in there, SealyEG's quite quiet, you might turn your mic up.
Yeah.
But whilst I do say, please feel free to comment, if 400 people say you need to turn your mic up, once you've read a few comments and you see people have already commented, we're going to be fully aware we need to adjust the mics. We will come back, and when we go to edit, we're going to realise. So I might well put a comment on the start of the video and we edit to say that we are going to be tweaking things a little bit. So what we're probably going to do now is, bearing in mind it's 12:06, we might speed up time a little bit. Air temperature's going up, but ground temperature's still low. We need to get to a point where we can get some seed in the ground. We need our grass to grow. We're also going to look at the grass fields and see if any of them need any fertilising, because we need to get maximum yield off our grass fields too.
Yes, we do.
So that's kind of what we're going for, I think. Any last words before we finish off? Anything you want to say?
Thanks for watching. If you've subscribed, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it very much. And yeah,
likes. Smash that like button.
Yeah.
I'm going to channel the Utes, all those Utes out there, all these guys that are
like
YouTube.
button. It will let me know you enjoyed the
SealyEG
video.
will be doing that, so I don't do that very often on my videos. But you watch any YouTubers, they're all doing it. Smash that like button. We want to get 1,000 likes or that kind of thing. That's not me, but SealyEG might well do that on her channel.
Yeah, go give it a like. Let me know you enjoyed the video, guys. Because, how else am I meant to know you enjoyed the video? Or if you want more content like this. And also, let me know what map you recommend for doing. That doesn't make any sense. To do for my own Let's Play. To play? You know what I mean. Let me know in the comments. You're
going to have to work on your own catchphrases too, aren't you?
Yeah.
And are we going to stick with my outro for the time being, and then we'll work on something else? We can alternate between yours and mine if we think of a good one for you.
If I think of one at like 3 in the morning, like I did.
Like you did last night, because you were nervous about doing this one?
Yeah.
So again, just remember, this is SealyEG's first proper Let's Play video. Be nice. Be kind. I know you're all great guys out there. People watching this, all my subscribers, fantastic people out there. So, with that, we have come to the end of this first kind of inaugural Let's Play, let's have a look at what we're going to be doing type video. Yeah. We both hope you've enjoyed it. Don't we?
Yeah. Yes, of course.
If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet to me or to SealyEG, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free and be nice. If you want to share this video,
please be our guest.
Please be our guest. Whatever you should choose to do out of all any of those options.
Thanks for watching.
Take care. See you on the next one.